Guys, this is going to be the very first video that I record without a webcam. Reason being, I want to show you guys the whole screen. I want you to see all the real estate. So, I knew about this new special skin they released for Carleen, right? It looks really good. It looks like it has new particle effects and everything, and it just looks really nice. So it's like, you know what? I went to click on it, right? And this is going to be like what I thought initially. So I click on it, right? I go down here. Oh, you can make a free wish. I go do my free wish. I get pretty lucky. I get 300 Lamamber. I get a blue order box 4. So that's really good. That seems really, really good. That was free too. And now I'm thinking to myself, right? Make a wish. 1. Okay, this is looking a whole lot like the recruit screen. So if I just give him one of these little stones, I'll get another one of these things at random. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's just normal RNG. And then over here in the left, it says 10 wishes guarantee all rewards, and the rewards will not be repeated. And then it says the special outfit Fluffy Serenity. Okay, I did not actually sound that out loud, but will be added to the reward list starting from the 6th wish and will not be obtained in the first 5 wishes. Which, you know what, seems fine, because from my first perspective, right, is each time you make a wish, it's gonna cost one of these stones. And that just makes sense, right? So it really doesn't seem that bad. So then the next thing I do, right, is I look at like the prices here. So it's like, oh, well, it just says over here, 10 wishes guaranteed, and the rewards will not be repeated. So 10 wishes, I get the skin. Easy, right? So I went to look at this here, just like, oh, I can get the 10 mirror stones, and that'll be enough, right? Well, turns out that's not quite the way that it works. So if you go over to the rules, though, it actually explains it to you. So, apparently, it's not always a cost of 1 stone. In fact, with starting at your 2nd wish, and this is in order from your 2nd wish to your 10th wish, it costs 1 stone, next one's 1 stone, and it's 2 stones, 4 stones, 6 stones, 6 stones, 10 stones, and then 10 stones. That's crazy. At first, I'm thinking, wow, it's not that bad value. That's a pretty good value, actually, especially when you consider the Lamamber. But then, you're just throwing in way more stones than you would have thought. And the crazy thing is, right, you would have never known this if you never clicked the rules button here. You never would have known. Like, from my perspective, the little, like, story I gave you, I would have assumed this only cost 1 stone every single time. Every single time. There's nothing for me to believe that will go up in price. And the worst part is, too, let's say I want to tread, like, the waters here. I can buy a single stone. I can tread the waters. You know, it has 2 pulls you can do where it costs 1. So it's like they kind of bait you in. And I was reading on Reddit, some people actually did get baited by this. And then also, one of the things I did initially, right, was I clicked on the dynamic probability. Let's see here. So the skin, oh, no probability. It tells me the probability for everything else. That's cool. But why is there no probability here? Right? I know why. I know the answer. But why is it not here? Because look up in the rules here. It tells you the odds. It's 0.13%. So why are they hiding the odds when they have the base amount already in the rules? Like, why are they not showing this to you? Like, they are trying to bait you into doing these polls, especially 4 polls. They basically have you by the ears at that point, right? You did 4 polls, you're stuck. If you want the skin, you gotta commit. And if you don't want the skin, well, tough luck, right? Tough luck. You probably got the bad RNG, unless you got lucky. If you got the bad RNG, you got, you know, the intermediate rewards. You got all 3 of those, and then you got an advanced reward. At least you got some Lamamber with it, but let's be honest, you didn't get what you came for. So, it's just kind of very scummy. It's not very intuitive. If I have to hit the rules and read this text, this should be a thing. You should be having people read rules to figure out what they're doing with their money. And here's something I'm going to continue on with, is they're hiding the money that you're spending. So games do this all the time, right? They make you buy a premium currency, and then that currency is what you use to actually buy stuff. So in this case, for me, it's going to be the DMMP. So that's what I use to buy stuff in the game. So I'm going to go and buy, let's say, these 10 mirror stones here. Okay. And then I need to associate those stones with the amount of pulls I'm getting. So, for example, it's going up, right? So it's going from I need 1 stone, 2 stones, 4 stones, 6 stones, 10 stones. So I'm losing the association of the dollars I'm spending, the money I'm spending. I know I spent $10 on the stone, but does that equal 1 pull? Is that 2 pulls, 3 pulls? I shouldn't have to keep track of this, right? Why do I, the player, have to keep track of the cost of the stone and how much I need to, like, spend? And why is this a thing? It's just very anti-consumer. I know a lot of people have kind of been complaining about this and have been making their voice heard, which I appreciate. This is a really good thing to kind of go to Tour Dog about and be like, hey, this is a really good skin. Like, look at this preview. The animation's really good. The preview's very good. Like, the particle effects look really good. Everything about this skin looks good. Players want this skin. But why is this not the standard quality for all the skins here? I feel like this should be a benchmark. It should not be something super exclusive, right? I feel like this should just be how skins should be. Like, maybe not these, like, cinematics and stuff, of course, but, you know, additional, like, particle effects, different animations, this sort of thing. That should just be standard. And this kind of proves that they can do that, right? This is something they're able to do. And I hope they do that forward with this, now that, like, they're getting all this feedback and such. So, I think that's about all the concerns that I had with this kind of skin gacha here. If you could even call it a gacha, because, like, it's not even, like, a fair gacha, right? It's just weighted. It's a weighted gacha where, you know, your odds get better the more you don't get the right thing. I mean, it's sort of similar, I guess, to the regular recruit banner, right? Because technically your odds get better each time you pull. But this is very different because they are trying to hide the percentage from you. So when you're pulling on the regular recruit banner, you know you always have a 2% chance to pull the 6-star. In fact, if we go over to the screen here, they're very, very transparent about the 6-star rate. They're very transparent. Look, chance to obtain 6-star, 2%. And then once you hit the pity, it starts to, like, accrue up. You know, you get that additional percentage. They're very transparent about that. The thing that probably irks me the most about this skin is not the fact that it's a terrible value, right? I don't know if I mentioned it's $50. If you want to get pity and guarantee the skin, it's $50. You know what you can get with $50? I'm not even going to tell you. You know what you can do with $50. There's tons of games out there. You could buy so many snacks. It's like crazy what you can do with $50. But besides that, it's so untransparent, like, how this works. Why are you using a different currency here? Why are you not showing the percentage of the skin until you put some pulls in this thing? I don't know, guys. It's just, I hope they definitely do not continue this. This is something that I definitely don't want to see in this game, because obviously I love this game. I want good skins, but I don't want us to get scammed when we get them. I was originally planning on doing a video, me pulling for this, but I didn't realize that it was this bad, so I'm glad I didn't end up pulling for the skin. I do hope the skin comes back in the future, hopefully in some kind of, like, remedy type event where it's just like, we're sorry this event sucked. So here's the character back, you can pull for it again, but, you know, the damage is already done, right? If they do that, then the people who pulled for the skin now are kind of getting gypped, and it's just a bad situation. So that's just gonna be it for me, guys. Just wanted to make a video on this just because I feel like as much exposure as possible is always good. Other people have made discussions on this, videos, that sort of thing, but It's definitely something I don't want to see in this game, and it should definitely be avoided in the future. That's gonna be it for me, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and then I will see you in the next video.